Maybe movies.
See, this is the problem with being back in the real world.
What's that?
Ills.
Oh, the lurgy. Yeah, that can get to you sometimes, can't it?
And obviously with it being, well...
that time of the year.
That time of the year, so we do apologise for any outside interference, shall we say.
Yeah, some people are still celebrating.
Mm-hmm. Hello there, welcome back to Maybe Movies. My name is Max.
Oh, hi, my name is Sam.
We are your one-stop shop for movie character wife swap.
Indeed we are.
Yes, we are. And have we got a crossover for you this month? Have we?
Yeah, we have. We have. It's quite an interesting one.
Yes. So, I know you're out there watching Robert Berry. This is your fault. This was your suggestion. So whatever happens here, the blood is on your hands.
What he said, it's your fault.
But before we get to that, we do have just one small piece of business.
Oh, what's that?
That would be the poll.
Oh, the poll.
So if you were with us last month, we were doing a mashup, which was... what was it again?
Blackula and the good old net stalker Kolchak.
Of course it was, yes. Which we ran our poll in all of our usual places. We were actually divided on this one. You said yes, and I was like, yeah. I felt like we didn't do enough on our end for it to qualify as a maybe movie. We had a total of 6 votes from the various polls.
Okay.
Giving us 8 votes in total, including ours.
Indeed.
Do you remember last month? I was saying for the month before. On hindsight, I should have switched because actually I thought, it was pretty, I saw merit in Hot Soldiers.
Yeah.
More than, But then I said, yeah, but if I'd have done that, I'd have been in the minority. Mm. Guess who's in the minority? By a landslide, 7-1.
Really? It's that popular?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Blackula, the Night Stalker, wins the Pumpkin Crown.
Well, there you go, folks.
And is our Halloween maybe movie mashup for 2025. As always, it will be here. With the fanfare. Thank you again to everyone who voted. You all voted the wrong way.
No, I will admit, I'm surprised. I thought I was the weirdo who just liked trashy movies. I didn't fully expect that to be the overwhelming vote.
Yeah, I was the only one who voted again, the only dissenting vote. But no, thank you everyone for voting. And of course, have a look at what we're going to be creating over this week and over next week. At the end of the month, decide which one you prefer. So shall we get on to what this one is?
It's one of those ones. It looks simple on paper, but my goodness.
Yes and no. So before we get to it, my friend Rob, quite some time ago, suggested that we cast our critical eye at Christine.
Show me.
And Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Floats, it flies, and it carries adventure wherever it goes.
2 films about vaguely alive cars? Seems simple on paper, right?
It does, until you actually look at the films. And the first thing you realise is that, technically speaking, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is not alive.
Yeah!
It's hinted at the end and it's hinted at the beginning, but that's it.
But that's it.
Yeah,
the actual stuff that is an alive car
is a story.
It is a story. And unfortunately, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang isn't the focus of the story.
Well,
I mean, she is, but most of the action doesn't involve her.
Well, I suppose that's true.
Because if you look at the beginning,
yes,
you get the montage during the credits of her as a race car. You see the kids playing around with her when she's going to be sold, and then, as I called it, you don't see her again until the beginning of Act 2.
No, that is true. That is true. Yeah. This film, I mean, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang spends a lot of time setting up its characters. And you notice that in the first act.
Yes.
I mean, it's not a bad film by any means or a bad situation. But as you said, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, the actual car, does disappear for a significant chunk of the movie. And it's only after well into Act 2 that it becomes the car we know and love.
Yeah, and then apart from using it to get from A to B, again, it disappears again until pretty much the end of Act 3.
Yeah. But also gets kidnapped. So, I mean, I'm like, It's a difficult one to call. I'm not saying one way or another how I feel about that, but I'm just saying it's a difficult one.
I understand where you're coming from in terms of there's problems here and how the hell are we going to do this? Until I remembered. One, it's a crossover, not a mashup.
Okay.
Which kind of in some respects goes, oh god, that makes it worse. But
I was going to say, I'm totally on that makes it worse side.
it doesn't, because we're not doing an antagonist swap here. We're doing a protagonist swap. If you approach it from that way, then it's not a problem. The cars stay where they belong, because the other problem I had with this is you can really take... Christine is a Motor City girl.
Mm-hmm.
She's not going to work if she's not from Detroit.
Yeah.
From the 50s.
Yeah.
And Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, even though it's never specifically said, is set sometime in the mid of the 1910s.
Yeah.
So what I'm suggesting is our cars stay where they belong. We swap Arnie and his folks with Caractacus Potts and his kids.
Okay. All right. I mean, I'm not going to get into too much detail, but at least on the basis of things, that seems to work.
It's going to require using probably both Arbogast movies for each film.
Yeah.
To make it work. But my thinking is you replace Caractacus Potts, the crackpot inventor, with Archie Cunningham, the kind of child protege, because if you put him into the 1910s, he's 17, he'd technically be a man.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the crackpot boy genius living out of his parents' will.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
And then what I was thinking on the other side is you put Dick Van Dyke. I was actually going to say is we put him as the shop teacher.
You want to shut your mouth? I don't have to listen to garbage like that coming from you, buddy.
At the school, the motor shop teacher.
Keep talking.
He's a bit of a crackpot inventor, so the kids behind his back take the piss out of him. Dennis is his star pupil, because the other kids take the piss out of him behind his back. That means that creates conflict with him and Buddy and his guys.
Right, okay.
It can be his kids who go out and play at Mr. Enby's, whatever his name is, and they go and play in the old...
Oh,
LeBay, yeah, and go and play in the old car in his yard. And that you can even create a relationship between, I say a relationship, not a sexual relationship, between Lee and Caractacus Potts. She's the new girl. She's kind of the foil, if you like, for Laurie Strode. She's the intelligent girl at school, and that's the kind of girl that he would be happy to babysit his children.
Okay.
As it is a Carpenter film.
Right, okay.
Set in 1978.
Okay, right.
You see where I'm going?
To be honest, I haven't got anything that's remotely even half as good as that. So I think I would have to say, let's just go for it and see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to set up any rules before we start? And which one are we starting with?
I think we start with Archie in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Okay.
Because I think that's going to be the easier one. I think the other one is going to...
It's going to flow more.
It's going to flow... Yeah, that one's going to flow more. And it also means that we've both got time to go away and get our thinking caps on for the other one. Because I think the other one... I'm hedging my bets here. I'm going to say I think the other one, Caractacus Potts in Christine, is going to be the better film.
But it's going to require a lot more work.
Yeah, I think we're going to want to spend a few days just mulling it over and then coming... It gives you a chance as well, because I kind of dropped it on you here.
Yeah, no. Absolutely. I think I agree totally. Yeah, go on.
I'm just going to take it. Lovely. Very quickly then, so let's have a quick look at acts.
Oh, right. I haven't got the acts marked out for Christine.
Well, for Christine, I put it down as the end of Act 1 is when Dennis goes and sees LeBay and finds out the actual story, which is at about 39 minutes.
Oh, great. Okay, yep.
And then I called the end of Act 2 after Christine kills Darnell, which is about 1:24, which leaves about half an hour for the third act. It's also really nice as well, because the beginning of that, when Archie gets to the garage and the cops are all there, and there's that really nice moment where he's kind of like, he says why clearly to Christine.
Yeah.
And then there's that moment where he says, I really don't know what's going on. It's like, it's the last moment you see him before he becomes completely subsumed by the car.
It's his last moment of sanity.
Yes.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I agree.
Cool. So that's what I had for Christine.
So for Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, I had the end of Act 1 being Old Bamboo, the song.
Yeah.
Because the next scene is when he brings the car home.
Yep, that's what I had.
Yeah, and then Act 3, basically starts once they land in Bulgaria.
Bulgaria.
Huh?
It's Bulgaria.
Is it Bulgaria?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
right.
thought it was-
I was mishearing that.
Yeah, I think at one point there is a sign that has it on there. I just assumed it was Bulgaria as well. But
Yeah.
no, it's Bulgaria.
Bulgaria, yes, right. Do you agree there?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Because they have their big flight over the sea, and then they land, and then there's the whole bit with no children and the child catcher and stuff, and that's
I know you're here somewhere.
that's definitely Act 3, isn't it?
Yes, I can't actually read what I've written here, but when I look at this bit here, the first scene that I've got for Act 3 is Bulgaria Village. So,
Yeah.
yes. In terms of names,
Mm.
and again, I don't know which one we want to make which. It was going to be Chrissy Chrissy Bang Bang and Chitine. It is the closest I could come up with, but I don't know which one we want to call which.
I don't mind which one we call which. I actually quite like both of those.
Fantastic. Oh yes, that's the other thing. If we are going to go with this, then I take it we're going to keep the songs from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang in that version. We could, because that means we can make our new version of Christine, a rock opera by John Carpenter.
Okay.
What do you think, folks? Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah.
There is lots of rock and roll in there.
Yeah, there is lots of rock and roll in there. Yeah, we were already on skating on the edge here. Why not?
Okay.
Why not?
So does this mean this technically counts as our second only maybe musicals?
Well, it's pretty darn close. There's an awful lot of songs in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
There are.
An awful lot of songs. I mean, like an hour's worth of songs, easily.
Okay. Fantastic. So yes, cue the appropriate credits.
Maybe musicals.
We will call our new version of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang Chitine, and the other one Chrissy Chrissy Bang Bang.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So today we are looking at Chitine.
Chitine.
Do we need to do anything before we begin? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I can't see anything that's gonna...
I don't think there's anything that we need to do, like we don't need a because maybe right now.
No, I don't think so.
No. So we still get the same introduction. We get the other car winning the rallies.
Yeah,
in the
the
Grand
Grand
Prix,
Prix, yeah.
And then we just replace the kids playing in the ruined car with him coming down every day. You could even do it in a similar... Oh, that's interesting.
It was interesting.
We could start with Arnie as the bumbling kid, like on his bicycle, cycling home. He stops every day and he speaks to the guy, looks at the car lovingly and all this kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And on that particular day, he turns up just as the scrap merchant.
Scrap metal guy,
Yeah, turns up. And he's like, well, you can't. And so, see, I didn't know whether we could nick something from Christine that he offers to kind of like work off the cost of the car by helping Q. I'm just going to call him Q.
Now, pay attention, 007.
Because it is Q. Mr. Coggin, wasn't it?
Coggins, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Coggins. By helping Mr. Coggins around the yard and stuff. But I think but I don't know, we can't do that because we don't want him to have the car till later.
Right, hang on a minute. Because we don't have Caractacus, we don't have all of the inventions, and we don't have Grandpa.
You're gonna wake up Grandma!
We need to fill the time with something.
I think I know just what we need.
So I'm thinking your idea is actually pretty good. Mm-hmm. Like a montage.
We're gonna need a montage.
Yeah, that works.
I don't know. Like you'd have a montage of
Ooh, it takes a montage.
him growing up. Maybe being we start with maybe he's like 10 or something like that, and he talks about one day he's going to drive this car off this lot and stuff like that. And he keeps coming back and keeps going back, and he gets older and older and older. And then one day we see the scene with the scrap metal merchant. That's when that's when Arnie says, I'll work it off. I'll do whatever you want. Whatever it takes, however long it takes, I'll pay it off. And that gives us another montage of the various ignominious jobs that he can be given by Mr. Coggins.
Oh, okay.
There's a bit of comedy potential in there.
Yeah, I like that.
And that certainly buys us our first 10 minutes.
Yes. So now we need to contrive why Trudy Scrumptious turns up at the place. Because she was coming because of the kids.
We could do something similar. Arnie's on his way home one day, nearly gets run over by Truly.
Yes.
She runs off the road.
To avoid him on his bike, because he's... for some reason, if you're going to put him, obviously because we're now in England, not in America, I want to say that he's riding on his bike with a net trying to catch a butterfly.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not looking where he's going, and she runs off the road for the first time.
Yeah, I think that works.
But this is where we are going to get into problems, because we don't have things like the toot sweets and things like that.
I'm looking at this going,
We need to keep this focused then on what Arnie is good at, and one of the things he's good at is fixing engines.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he doesn't have the car yet. Maybe he's been working on his own engine. Oh, there's a problem with my dad's car. Can you come and fix it?
I was thinking something similar. We keep seeing Trudy being run off the road into the pond.
Yes.
So maybe the engine gets waterlogged?
I'll get flooded. Yeah,
flooded?
yes, of course. Yes, nice. Yep. Yeah, that ties up both. That serves both.
And that's how she's able to
So
recognize Arnie's value.
Yes. So he then comes to fix... she gets the car towed back to where the factory is. He comes and fixes it, and we can contrive it in any stupid way that we want. He fixes it, gives it too much. The car, the handbrake isn't on. The car zooms off in through a window, ruins the factory.
Oh, like the dogs.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Because so then we can have that song there is then about how he's trying to convince her dad that he knows what he's doing and things like this.
Yeah.
And he's not interested. And then he starts to come round when he sees, she's purring like a kitten and all this kind of thing. And then it all goes wrong and get that man out of here.
Mm-hmm.
So does that mean that in this version of it that his dad was her father's Batman?
Oh, right.
When they were in probably in the ball.
I think we have to, don't we?
I think so.
For third act stuff to happen.
Yeah.
Surprisingly enough, we're actually quite close to finishing the first act.
That's right, because it's the song at the end where they pay him, where they throw him like a beggar, don't they? And he uses that money to buy the car.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Do we still want to have the automatic haircut machine? Can we give that to... It would help us out of a very sticky situation.
Yes, why not?
Okay, that works.
Well, we haven't really set him up as an inventor, though, have we?
No, that's the thing.
It feels like we're cheating, actually.
It does. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Strike that. Reverse it.
Let's go back, just to play through a little bit. We get the bedtime scene, so instead it should be Arnie going to bed and it's his mum who does the lullaby.
Oh, the Hush by Mountain, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then after she goes, he gets up and goes out and sees the circus and stuff and the carnival going on, being set up.
I think that works.
So it's something that we need, but we just need to give him something to take to the fair.
Go on.
He rides a bike.
Yeah.
He's building engines.
Right.
Come and have a look at my amazing motorised bicycle.
Oh, yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
That'll work. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, have fun.
Yay.
Yeah, that'll do the trick. And that brings us to the fair. It brings us to Old Bamboo.
Yes.
And it gives us our first act.
Yeah, because he gets somebody to try the bike, it goes wrong, they run under, get covered in creosote or something, and...
They get dragged off by the...
Yeah, exactly.
Maniac engine.
Yeah. And that's it. That is the end of Act 1. Fantastic. Woohoo! We are cooking with gas.
Indeed we are. At least so far, anyway. Right, so...
Yes. Well, see, parts of this are going to go pretty quick.
Mm.
So we start, he's got the car bought, he gets the rag and bone man to help him get it back. We can throw in, again, if we want, lifting some stuff from Christine, a bit of kind of resentment from his folks. So what you bought now can make them a little bit house proud.
Yes.
They don't want that stuff in, so, well, I'll keep it in the windmill. It'll be out the way.
Yeah.
And then we get stories and what? Taken in, and then we don't see him for days.
Yes.
So we get that little montage there of him.
I'm wondering if we can extend that a bit. Like, it's a fairly short montage in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Mm-hmm. I'm just wondering if we can extend it a bit, because he's not an inventor, he's a mechanic. And so, I don't know, but I'm not sure where I'm going with this. I was thinking that we could cover a little more time with that.
We can do. There's no reason why not. I mean, do you want to lose then things like him coming in and nicking bits off the fireplace and things like that?
No, I don't want to lose that.
You want to keep all that stuff in?
I think that we should extend it like there's an actual argument. He comes in and starts dismantling the fireplace, and the parents start arguing with him and stuff.
Yes. No, yeah, absolutely. Take them. Yeah, definitely. That makes sense. Yeah, I like that. So we get those flashes of the darker Arnie, if you like.
Yeah.
So we can throw in then like a visit from Truly Scrumptious.
I think so.
And he's not there. He's in the garage. We won't let anybody in.
Uh-huh.
We should throw in 2 then. She turns up. He can't get to see her. Oh no! Of course not. No. I was going to say she should be there when he comes out, but no, because we get our second near miss.
Yes.
So he unveils the car for his parents, and they're stunned and surprised.
Yes, of course it is. It's turned out beautifully.
Mm-hmm. So do the parents go with him for the trip to the beach?
Well, this is what I'm trying to work out, because at the moment, we've got no one to tell a story to.
I'm telling a story.
See, there's 2 ways we can do it. We can make it a family thing, and we can say that he takes the parents.
Yeah.
Or we can say that he's just going out for a drive, and we get the near miss again with Truly Scrumptious, so we turn it into a more romantic thing. It's just the 2 of them.
Okay.
So there's either or. Although if it's a chance thing that they end up going to the beach, then he wouldn't have the picnic already.
So that kind of leans into...
making it the family, doesn't it?
Yeah, they're making it the family.
No, that does work. Because we can always have, if we want to, when we get to the beach, after we have all the stuff with the car, and then messing around with the sand and in the sea, and building sandcastles and that kind of thing, Mum and Dad go, oh, look at those 2 together, and go off for a walk.
Yeah, lovely.
Because we have to remember, even though we have taken Arnie, this is the nice story.
This is the nice story. So is Arnie telling the story to Truly while the parents are away, or what are we doing with the story?
Again, as a way of covering time, as it were, we give them a moment of with the parents go for a walk of those 2 together. Mm-hmm. And it's when the parents come back. Maybe they arrive just as the conversation between them is starting to stall.
Okay, yeah.
And so Mum chimes in with, Arnie's always been a great storyteller. He used to regale us with fantastical ideas and adventures when he was a kid. And he's like, oh, you're embarrassing me. And then kind of encourages him to tell them a story about the car.
Yes.
I mean, we might need to wrangle it a little bit onto how she gets onto, oh, I don't want to do that. And she's like, well, you used to have such a bottomless fountain of inspiration. I mean, you must be able to tell us something about Chitine.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I think it works well because it tells to Arnie's basic nature as a bit of an outcast and a bit shy and everything like that. Mm-hmm. And that kind of brings that back to the forefront, which is probably cool because he's been strutting for a while because he's just come out with
exactly. Yeah.
And I think that works. And that then leads us into our story.
So I'm just going to say, thank you, George McFly.
Oh, yes.
What if they didn't like them? What if they told me I was no good?
Is it going to be the same story? Because at this point, we're in danger of running on rails.
We are in danger of running on rails. That is the problem. Part of it will be. Part of it will just run on rails.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's where we throw in. I think the next section will kind of unfortunately run on rails. Certainly up until the deployment of the spies.
Get on! Right, yeah. That's not that far.
No, because they had spies in disguise. They drop Truly off at home. And we get the song Lovely Man.
And then grandfather gets taken by the spies.
Yes.
Obviously, grandfather in this case, I'm presuming he's father.
It'll have to be.
Should we have both of the parents taken?
I think so.
I think
we do, yeah. And there's an intermission, isn't there?
There is an intermission, yes. Just before they start flying.
This is where we do come a little bit unstuck, isn't it?
It's starting to come unstuck. And because of where we are, do you think you should?
Yes, I think I should. So yeah, we're going to just take a couple of minutes here to do our usual shout out for this week. And this one will be for one of our oldest supporters, one of our oldest friends on the platform. This is for Jen from Gen X Official. Jen has her own channel, obviously, where she does a lot of stuff based on her love of the Welsh language, as well as making a star of her cat as well.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all. Yeah, no, Jen's kind of been with us pretty much since we started doing this and doing the channel. Has always been there and has been a great friend and great supporter of ours, and we do our best to reciprocate.
We try.
Yes.
We try.
So Jen, I hope you're doing well. Please do go and check out her channel. There will be a link above and in the description below. Thanks to Jen. Apparently we may be we may be being interviewed.
Well, that'll be entertaining.
Watch this space and we'll let you know more about that. Most likely in the community tab on the channel. But yeah, again, as always, Jen, thank you for all of your support and hope you're doing well.
Thank you.
Did you solve it?
No. Oh, this is horribly close to running on rails. Well, no, the third act is going to be different because we have no children. But this act is totally running on rails.
Unfortunately, yes, because again, we're telling the story, we get the flying car.
The Vulgarians.
Okay, tell you what, we're talking about 1910s.
Uh-huh.
And he's 17.
Uh-huh.
So let's make everything bigger, bolder and brasher. So he goes off on the Zeppelin, they get the flying car to chase after them. As soon as they get over Bulgarian airspace, they launch biplanes.
Whoops, a little wobble there.
So then we have...
Right.
So we have a dogfight with Chitine.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah?
Agreed. I have one. Yeah, have one.
You've got to lean into it. Yeah, he would be. He's like first generation Motorhead.
Music!
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So anything mechanised, and yeah, planes and things like that. So it'll be him and Trudy Scrumptious in the car. Maybe even he goes off on a wild one in the story and gets her to jump in the back, and the boot opens up and there's a rear-mounted gunner's seat, and we can have her go, "No, Arnold, that's not a ladylike thing to do." So we break out the story for a second.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, does that work?
A lady doesn't behave that way, Arnold. Yeah. No, I like it. Yeah.
But that at least then throws in something different, for them eventually landing. Because that works as well, because there's the cannon attack, isn't there?
Yeah, there is the attempted shooting down of the car. Yeah.
So we can have there's some bombs in the back there. You can drop those over the side.
Yeah, all right. We can have a little bit of fun with this, but ultimately it's back to the rails.
Unfortunately, yes. For when they come down and they land. What's his song number 9? Roses of Success.
Oh, grow the roses. Yeah,
Yes.
roses. Grow the roses from the ashes. Grow the roses of success.
That's right.
Yeah, that's the bit when all the old men are in the room with Grandpa going.
That's okay. Yeah, yes, of course. That's it. Yes, because the challenge is to build their own Bulgarian kind of Chitine, which did make me, when I was watching that, think, well, do we want to then have them do that? And it's evil.
Considering we have very little surviving for the third act, I think it may be the only real way to go.
Yeah.
All right.
So we have because we're not doing an actual kind of mashup, we're not doing a versus, we can kind of cheek it in there that they make a Bulgarian Chitine, but it's nasty.
Yes. But that does, I'm afraid,
bring us to the end of Act 2 very rapidly.
Very rapidly.
Yeesh. Okay, we'll be back in a second.
Right. This is where it all starts to get a bit tricksy.
It does, yes, because we have no children for a start.
No children?
Although I did think about that. I think we can still do it.
Right.
We're in a foreign country.
Yeah.
You're still a child until you're 18. So technically speaking, Arnie's still a child. So we can... that's a stretch. That is a stretch.
It is. It is.
So that he's after him.
Honestly, I'm thinking...
We could... Sorry, I was going to say we could, because if we have one of the parents say, he's just a boy. He's a boy? He's a child?
Yeah.
Send for the child catcher.
Lollipops and all free today.
It's not going to have the same impact. He's already a foot taller than the child catcher. I mean, we could have the bit with the child catcher, and the child catcher comes out and beats ineffectually against him, and we could have that for a comedy moment.
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah,
we can't not have him in there.
All right.
Okay,
well,
yeah.
no, I mean, people still talk about the child catcher as
exactly. Yeah.
top most frightening things ever.
Mm-hmm.
Come along, Kitty Winky.
But what I was thinking was, I think we're going to have to lean very heavily into what we changed at the end of Act 2.
Mm-hmm.
The other car.
Yes.
I think that's where we have to go with this. I'm talking about possibly some sort of showdown between Arnie and the Baron.
Are we going to still allow Chitine to get caught by the Baron? That, of course, being the other Bond reference in this film, having Gert Frobe as the Baron.
Oh, right, yes.
Goldfinger.
Yeah.
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
We could even put that, yes, you'll make me my own car, and I want it in gold.
I love gold.
Do we want to have Chitine keep that?
Because I was wondering, again, it might...
No, you're right, because then we have them trying to have a reason to sneak into the castle.
Yes, but then I also thought we could have a bit when they capture Chitine and the Baron's fawning over it, which makes the car that they've just invented jealous.
Ah, right. So we get a little...
So we actually generate a reason why. So the new car then tries to go for Chitine.
Mm.
And then the Baron's like, oh, this is even better. Yes. Because it kind of is a lot more, it has that more kind of, well, for a start, it's good German engineering.
Yes. Good, solid German engineering. Yeah.
But it has the spirit of the Hun. So
okay.
That's kind of, I think, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying. So we have Chitine taken. Mm-hmm. We have that little scene that you just described. But that's going to force Arnie and Trudy to try and sneak into the castle.
Which we can then still keep Benny Hill.
Yes. That's so much better. We were having to fill the entire third act at one point, and it's not. There's stuff we can hang here.
Yes.
That we can use. That's okay. That's good.
Once we have that bit up in the castle itself with his car, again, almost trying to attack Chitine. Oh, I've got my car now, I don't need this, but I don't want anybody else to have it. So he has it thrown down in the caves underneath the castle.
Right.
I don't know whether it's too contrived that they try and, obviously because they try and get in through that way.
Yeah.
And they find Chitine there. Maybe they have to do some repair work to her, but they still need to go into the castle to save his parents.
I'm getting confused. Why would we be doing that?
I'm sorry, are we getting rid of going into the caves at all?
Well, we...
I know we don't need to because we haven't got the kids in this. Are we getting rid of that?
If we don't have the kids, then there's no reason for the caves.
Okay. Of course not, yes. It's because when I first rewatched it, I was kind of expecting them to go in through the caves and up into the castle. I forgot that they go into the caves and then come out and go in through the front door anyway.
Yeah.
So it's the Baron's birthday. We need to find a way for them to get Chitine back so they can then challenge unless they just turn up. So we can still have the toy maker.
Make your last move, Doctor. Make your last move.
That he brings them the present, but the present when it opens is just him and Trudy just in there. He uses that to smuggle them into the castle. Mm-hmm. And they then just pop up out, or he opens the present, it's just Arnie and Trudy. Mm. We've come to give you your birthday present. And what birthday present from one Motorhead to another than a race. If you win, you get to keep my car. If I win, I get my parents back.
Take it. Yes. Take it. It works. It gives us a spin. So, it's all going to come down to a race.
It is all going to come down to a race. We have to remember, though, if we still want to include the other element that just suddenly turns up towards the end of this film, which is a coup.
Oh, yes. Oh, I don't know if it works with what we're doing now. We could have the coup happen. So whilst Arnie and the Baron are out on the race, the coup is happening at the castle.
So they're spreading the word. So it's almost like that. You must cheer for the Baron on the rally. You must cheer for the Baron. But as it's kind of yes, it's a bit like Running Man.
I think the next kill will be made by Ben Richards.
So you start off with all the people are expected to vote for the Baron because he is the leader of the state. But when they see that Chitine's edging ahead and keeps edging ahead and keeps edging ahead, it kind of starts ripples through the crowd, and then people start feeding it.
Okay, that's an interesting way of taking it.
Yeah,
that could work.
You could have somebody like the toy maker, making those kind of rattles. Normally they'd be in like the flag colours of Bulgaria, but then starts painting some up in the colours of Chitine.
Yep, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and so as they're driving along, like the Baron kind of sees all of these things rattles the wrong colour. Yeah. Things like this.
So we're doing more like not so much a Grand Prix as a Tour de France kind of thing.
Yeah, around Bulgaria. Around
Bulgaria.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I can buy that.
We've kind of strayed back into Herbie territory here,
but at this point, we've still got a functioning movie. That's good enough for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, and it's brilliant because it allows us to have Chitine in there more than Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is in the original film.
Yeah, I agree. Yes, I agree.
We can even the last leg is because they're supposed to be kind of like on a par with each other. Mm-hmm. So we can have almost like a dogfight between...
That was one way I was going, was having a dogfight between the two cars.
So we do get like the Red Baron.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, yep. You can say that one.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. But yes, it has to be really. That has to be the end of the race, is they fly or they kind of run each other off the edge of a cliff or something.
Yeah.
And then we get them swoop up and flying around, ending up back at the castle with a crash or whatever.
Yes.
But it's Chitine that just rolls over the line. I mean, even if you want to, we can say one of the wheels comes off, and it's the wheel that comes off that rolls over the line.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah?
Yeah, why not?
And seeing the Baron defeated so publicly, yay, coup!
Yeah. And then we have the coup, and then we have our ending.
They get their parents back.
They get their parents back. The country is liberated.
And
happily ever after.
Yeah, the tide is coming in. They're back on the beach.
And we know how that story ends.
We do know how that story ends, and that poof.
Woof. I was like, that third act was looking pretty scary at the beginning, but I think we did okay.
I think so. I think yeah.
I we did great, but I think we did okay.
I always knew that the first act was kind of going to go on rails because, again, the car's hardly in it at all.
Yeah.
I didn't expect the second act to be so railroaded.
I know what you mean. It was about halfway through the second act and I went, ooh, I see what's happening here. I see what's happening here.
Okay, so that is one in the bag. We will be back same time next week after having had some time to mull it over with the John Carpenter's Chrissy Bang Bang, a Motor City rock horror opera starring Dick Van Dyke.
What could possibly go wrong?
It's going to be interesting, if nothing else. Sorry. Yeah, so until next week, please do look after yourselves, look after one another, and take care.
As always, guys, TTFN.
Ba 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 ba.